What up? Coming to you live from the Terios. Not sure if you guys know it yet, but I absolutely love this car. I cannot wait to make more content on it. But today, somebody allegedly was going to come look at the midget. He ended up saying that he wanted to come next week. As you guys know, I'm obviously going to Florida tomorrow. So I'm like, you can come look at it maybe December 10th or 11th. But by then, I think I really want to go on. So maybe giveaway coming soon. I'm on my way to actually pick up Rodrigo in June from the airport. I haven't really gave you guys a full rundown on exactly what's happening over the next 7 days. So let me park these two bad boys up, and then I'll give you guys an itinerary of what you should be looking forward to over the next week. Alright, so now that we're inside, let me give you guys a breakdown of everything that's going on. So for the people who have been watching for a couple years now, when I first imported my Honda Z, it was my first ever export from Japan to America. Prior to that, I was buying everything stateside. I used Car Deal Page. So me and Rodrigo were in communication. He's actually a fan of the channel and watches the videos. And he was like, hey, I know you're coming to Japan. Let me know if you want to visit the auctions together. Let me know if you want to check out some cars. And since then, we always speak on WhatsApp. Like, that's how I buy my cars. My Honda Z, the Blueberry Lemon, the first Mira, the SMX that we're picking up tomorrow. Essentially, every single car I've imported from Japan has all been from Car Deal Page and Rodrigo. I don't use B-Forward, Cars from Japan, Mitsuwa, any of the other companies. Like, I strictly use Rodrigo and Car Deal Page because for me, it's the best buying experience you can ask for. So now let's get into my laptop. So about a year ago, this is Rodrigo. And this is June. I guess you could say Rodrigo, I don't know his official title, but I would say he's in charge of North America sales. They have people who deal with like Africa, Europe, all places around the world, but Rodrigo is the American connect. So whenever I need a car to get shipped from Japan to America, I speak directly to Rodrigo. And then this is June. From my understanding, he's the CEO of Car Deal Page. You can see another video here of him. He was kind of explaining the process when buying a car, everything they check over and everything. And then here's their website. So a lot of people have mentioned like they don't really like the way their website looks, and in my opinion, it could definitely be better. But if you were looking to buy a car on Car Deal Page, what I would suggest is messaging Rodrigo. I could put his phone number on the screen right now, but that's what I would suggest. But if you just want a window shop, you don't really want to hit him up yet, this is how you would do it. So for example, you can see the last car I looked up was a Topo BJ because I really want to buy it, but I'm going to refrain from doing it because I have too many cars right now. So you would go to Mitsubishi. You would scroll down to Topo BJ, and then you would put the year at 2000. Technically, we can start getting 2000 cars if it's January, February, and then price is irrelevant. So then you would hit search. And at this point, it'll show you, well, there's only one. But if I put Honda Active, there'll be more. But the way you would really like hone into only dealing with the Car Deal Page cards is you would go to seller, and then you would go to the second Car Deal Page, the one that says Applewood Nissan. That one. So if you go here, you search again, it's going to only show this car, but now I'm going to put all cars. So we go to any make, and then these cars on this list right here are everything that's import legal that Rodrigo has in his stock. So he has a Wagonar, he has a Vamos, he has a Terios Kid, he has a Tri. This one I believe is turbo too. I was looking at this one. This one I believe is also four-wheel drive at that. Or is it two-wheel drive? No, I think it's two-wheel drive. Let me see if there's a button here. But as you guys can see, these are the prices shipped to America. So let me change my port. For some reason, it has me under Savannah. Let me put it to New York. And it would be around 3,700 shipped. Shipped, okay? Like shipped. I'm giving you guys the sauce right now. And then, say for this Wagonar, this one is 3,600 shipped. This Vamos, 3,500 shipped. They also have a Honda Acti, a AltoWorks. We got a Pajero, Cappuccino. Let's click this Cappuccino if anyone's wondering. I think it has high kilometers though. Yeah, it has 184,000 kilometers, which is relatively high. But if you want to do all the work yourself, or if you want to hit up Mendy Imports, if you want to hit up me to kind of guide you through the whole import process, it is 5,000 shipped, and then to your door depending on where you live. I always just say add another. Before we get into the road trip, one of my favorite things about dealing with Rodrigo and Car Deal Page is that for me personally, I look for specific cars. Like when I was first starting, I would buy anything. I'd buy a Beat, a Cappuccino, a Wagonar, a Jimny, but at this point I'm kind of looking for like the deck vans. I'm looking for the clean midgets. I'm looking for the turbo mirror walkthroughs. And now that I'm speaking to a person, instead of going on B-Forward and just searching their stock list over and over, I can say, hey, Rodrigo, if you see a deck van that's four-wheel drive in a fire truck, please let me know. That's what I think is the biggest benefit of dealing with Rodrigo and Car Deal Page, is that I'm speaking to someone that not only knows English and can perfectly speak the language, but I can say, hey, Rodrigo, I'm looking for a mirror walkthrough that has one of the windows that open. If you see any of them come up in auction, let me know. Because essentially, unlike BeForward and these other places, I'm buying it straight from the auction. I'm not going to BeForward where BeForward buys the car from the auction, cleans it up, and then sells it. I'm buying it straight from the auction to my door, which in its own, I'm not gonna lie, has some, some little things that could happen, like the blueberry lemon. I mean, who can predict that my throttle cable was gonna snap? Who could predict that my coolant was gonna end up being weird at one point? And who could predict that my exhaust manifold, one of the bolts were loose? It's part of the business, you know what I mean? But now, let's get into the road trip. So this is what's happening tomorrow. We're flying to Fort Lauderdale, and we're going to meet up with Tiki Bunny Imports. From there, we're going to go to dinner, and I believe that we're going to go to one of the dealers called Japan Car Hub. It's around Fort Lauderdale, something like that. And then from there, we're driving to the dealer that's in Tampa. I think they're called Florida Car JDM or something like that. And then from there, we're going to Orlando. We're going to meet up with Kyler. I'm going to throw one of my tri-spokes, and I think there might be a JDM dealership there. And then from there, we're going to drive to Charlotte, somewhere in South Carolina first. I believe we're going to stop, maybe Columbia. And then hopefully we can do car meets along this entire route. But from Charlotte, we're going to go to Mulberry Mini Trucks, and then Virginia Auto Mall, then Duncan, then 844, and then back to New York. So we're going to get to Florida on Monday, and from Monday to essentially Saturday, we're just going to be driving up. So I'm going to be posting nonstop updates on Instagram, same for Patreon. So if you're in the Fort Lauderdale area on Monday and you want to meet up with us, hit me up. If you're in the Charlotte area, maybe Wednesday, depending on when we get there, hit us up. Hopefully, if you're in the DMV area, we could do a small meetup over there. But I would love to meet as many of you guys as physically possible. But that's essentially what's going on. Their goal is to stop at Dunkin' and say, hey, we sell a bunch of cars to America. If you guys are looking for a new vendor, hit us up. Same thing with Virginia Auto Mall. Like, hey, we see you guys have Prados and K-Trucks and K-Vans. If you're looking for something, hit us up. They're kind of just here to advertise, if I'm being honest, and they're hoping it goes for the best. And then my job really is just to drive them everywhere. That's why we have the SMX. And I guess I'll make content all the places too. Everywhere that's cool with us, like I'll make a bunch of inventory updates so you guys can see what cars they have for sale there. But they actually just hit me up. I'm about to go pick them up right now. I think today we're probably just gonna... Update. So I'm currently in Florida. Let me show you guys a clip of us picking up the SMX real quickly. Full circle moment for Rodrigo and June. SMX is here. From what I can see, it's in great condition. Stay tuned for more on this bad boy. Yesterday, we had a successful meet in Fort Lauderdale. So I know I said if you guys are watching this video, hit me up, but that's already done. I wanted to update you guys kind of live right now. So I'm recording this Monday at 8 in the morning. Today, there's going to be a car meet in Orlando. I'll show on the screen exactly where that's going to be. So if you're in the Orlando area, definitely stop by. But the goal for today is to go to Treasure Coast K's, Mint Auto Sale, and then the car meet in Orlando. We're going to sleep in Orlando, and then our next stop is Columbia, South Carolina. So if anyone is free Tuesday night, follow me on Instagram. I will be posting a location for maybe to do a small car meet if anyone's around Columbia, South Carolina. And then from there, we'll be in Charlotte on Wednesday morning-ish, Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday early evening. So maybe we can get another car meet Wednesday afternoon. And then continue to watch the videos. I'll keep you guys more posted the closer we get to New York. Because I know when we get to Charlotte, we're going to meet up with Hoagie Imports. And then we're going to drive to Top Secret Imports. And then from there, we're going to drive to Mulberry Mini Trucks. It's going to be my first time there. And then from there, we go to Duncan. And then from Duncan, we're driving to Driven Motorsports. And then from there, we'll probably get back around Richmond. Go to Virginia Auto Mall, and then from there, I got to try to set up a car meet around this DMV area because we're going to meet up with Josh in Baltimore. So maybe I can do one around here somewhere. And then the big car meet in New York is going to be in Mitsuwa, which is... So this is going to be Sunday at 9 a.m., December 8th. So if anyone's in the NYC area, stop by. I think it's going to be one of the biggest K meet and one of the biggest car meets that I know of. I'm just hoping it's not 30 degrees outside, but besides that, it's going to be here. You can see the address. Stop by. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for some bangers coming soon. And let me finish editing this video so I can post it ASAP.
Remember the name. This is way before the fame.